I'm Jason, I'm 53 and my actual profession full-time is a property developer. So that's what I do for a living. But of course I've been running the boxing club for 20 years plus. As an older man, my role is pretty much like an umbrella at the top, just making sure the coaches have got what they need, they've got the right qualifications, the boxers are carded, and everything's set up and good to go. So it's very much an umbrella situation. It could be anything. One minute it's sorting the toilets out, maintenance. The next minute you're registering the club for the next year or entering nationals or championships.
So yeah, my name's Christopher Meadows. I'm a project manager for an IT company.
My name is Bradley Malcolm. I'm 27 and I'm the assistant manager at the Charles Bradlaugh pub.
Hello, my name is Ethan Bird and I am 13 years old.
My name's Toby Bassett and I'm an amateur boxer.
Yeah, so I mean, growing up I played a lot of sports, football, rugby, judo, trampoline, and I did a little bit of everything. Then I had a big injury to my knees. Both of them kind of went over a few years. So then since then I've been pretty lazy, a bit of a gamer, just, you know, drinking, smoking, playing games with the mates, not really doing anything for the last little while, to be honest, until I started coming here.
Yeah, day-to-day hobbies now include pretty much just boxing, seeing my friends and working really. I'm quite family orientated, so I look after a lot of my nieces and nephews. I see them as often as I can. They're all quite young.
Normal kid really, had a good upbringing, hadn't really had a rough upbringing or anything like some boxers, but I've always been active, hands-on. Didn't really do well in school and that lot because reading, writing is not the best subject, so I've always been hands-on and sporty, so I've always gone down that route really with my life decisions and choices and that lot.
Well, because I played a lot of sports, rugby and football mainly, and I injured both of my knees over different times. Tore my cruciate in my right knee, that was like the biggest one, and that took about like 3 or 4 years to recover from, 2 pretty major operations, so I've not got a lot of cartilage in my knee. So I wanted to go back to doing sport because I was like getting pretty unfit, post-lockdown I put on a fair amount of weight, weighed myself, and it was the heaviest I'd ever been. So I decided I needed to do a sport, and I've never been good at motivating myself in the gym. I'm like quite lazy when it comes to actually doing workouts. So I wanted to do a sport. Anything where I had to sprint and change direction was kind of out, so going back to rugby and football wasn't really going to happen for me. But I've always kind of fancied combat sports, doing judo in my past, and I'm a bit of a fan of MMA, but didn't really want to get kicked in the leg, so I kind of narrowed it down to boxing, so I can get my fitness back up without really injuring my knee any further.
So I started coming to the club about 3 years ago, but then there was the year gap in between with COVID where the gym had closed and then it was open and then it was closed, so it was sort of on and off for about a year in the middle. But altogether about 3 years now, yeah.
So when I was around 8 years old, I used to get bullied quite often. So I used to just go home crying to my dad most of the time about all this bullying. So my dad just signed me up to boxing, and I've loved it ever since.
Well, I started when I was about 10 or 11. I started Kung Fu, Wing Chun. It was good, I enjoyed it a lot. Got good fundamentals from it, but it weren't really, as I said, hands-on. I wanted to always spar, do grapple work and all stuff like that. But then I found out about boxing, and straight away just clicked to me. I knew it was for me straight away.
No, just like a black eye. That's the most I've had from boxing, but no, other than that, I'm probably now in the best shape I've been in for 5 or 6 years, since I injured my knee, basically.
No, none. I mean, a few black eyes from sparring and stuff, but nothing major, no.
And I've had my nose broke before. I've had sore wrists. My knees went a couple of times, but apart from that, nothing major. To be fair, it's all a mental thing with me. You worry about pain, getting knocked out, hurting your wrist or anything before the fight. But as soon as you hear that bell goes, it goes out the window, and you just focus and carry on.
I think all sports are good for mental health, all sports. And if you've also got mental health where someone's got some aggression in there, or perhaps some fear or lack of confidence, boxing is going to feed into removing the fear and and give you the confidence. So all sports must be good, because he's girls too, but they're going to have that natural aggression in them. But it doesn't really fit into the world today. Aggression doesn't have a place. So if he's a bit confused, 12, 13, 14, 15, it's a place where he can go and he's understood, he's appreciated, and it all makes sense.
When I get angry a lot of the time, I've got something to take it out on, kind of. And also, I just like doing it for fun because it's fun sometimes, punching stuff.
Well, yeah, so as with most people, I spent a lot of like the last couple of years indoors, and a lot of that just sort of, I've smoked cigarettes for like, I don't know, 15, 16 years before coming here, and was drinking like most nights, I'd say, at home. So yeah, I was getting very unfit. So, and then part of that deterioration in my physical health led to a deterioration in my mental health, staying inside all the time and not really doing anything. So when I started coming here, I started to, you know, get fitter, get those endorphins running and feel more confident in myself, as well as like my body's in a better shape and my mind's gone with it.
I've actually been quite combat sport orientated all of my life. When I was really young, I used to do karate and jiu-jitsu and things like that. I'm originally from Milton Keynes, but a few years ago I moved to Northampton. And then I was just looking for something to do to keep me fit, keep me active. And Jason came into my pub and we got talking. He mentioned he runs the gym, the boxing gym here. So I thought I'd come down and give it a try. And I instantly fell in love with boxing. And I've just been coming ever since, yeah.
In the past, for people that are suffering from either depression, ladies who've had babies and they go through the baby blues, and then just people who are just having a bit of a tough time, they've got somewhere to just, I don't know, let a bit of, just punch a bag for a bit. It feels great sometimes. Do you just want to punch something? Here's a bag, but you can punch something, but we're going to make you punch it properly. So you're going to do everything as you should, and you just come out of it feeling great. You've released some energy. So mental health, boxing or any sport, it's a big positive, 100%.